In this section, we will talk about DORAs, or dual orexin receptor antagonists for insomnia, which include suvorexant, lemborexant, and daridorexant. The dual orexin receptor antagonists work through the orexin system. Orexins, or hypocretins as they were previously known, are thought to be primarily excitatory neurotransmitters and likely have important roles in various central nervous system functions such as vigilance, attention, learning, and memory. Antagonism at both orexin receptors appears to have greater sedative effects. Studies have examined antagonism at either receptor alone, but compared to that, when there is dual orexin receptor antagonism, patients experience more sedation. In this figure, we can see how the pre-pro orexin breaks down into orexin A and orexin B, which act on the different orexin receptors, and these are spread all over the brain with multiple functions, including promoting wakefulness, and antagonizing both of these receptors helps promote sedation. Choosing among the dual orexin receptor antagonists, there actually is little data to indicate superiority of a single DORA over others. Treatment choice usually depends on insurance coverage. All DORAs remain on patent without any generic options currently available. Because of the expense involved, most insurance companies require prior authorization, including trial of other medications before DORAs are covered. In this table, you can look at the dosing of the three currently available DORAs, the half-lives. While lemborexant does have a long half-life, this does not translate to substantial daytime somnolence in clinical practice. And these are the side effect profiles, with the common side effects for all DORAs, including the three that are currently available being daytime sedation, hypnagogic hallucinations, sleep paralysis, and occasionally suicidal thoughts. How to work with patients with DORAs? While these medications are new, there are no convincing data to indicate superiority to existing hypnotics. Usually, a trial of 1 to 2 weeks can determine whether these medications are efficacious. Overall side effect profile for these medications is safer compared to most other hypnotics. Efficacy of these DORAs. All three improve total sleep time, wake after sleep onset, and lead to improvements in the insomnia severity index scores. Medium to high dose of DORAs showed significantly better efficacy, while low to medium doses of DORAs showed similar safety compared with placebo. Side effects appear to be independent of the DORA dose. In terms of the impact of DORAs on sleep architecture, there appears to be very little impact overall. There could be a slight increase in the amount of REM sleep and how quickly people go into REM, but overall, there does not appear to be much impact on sleep architecture. There could be a slight increase in REM sleep without significant changes to the non-REM sleep amounts that are obtained. In terms of safety considerations, DORAs are classified as Schedule 4 by the DEA, and this is similar to the Z drugs and benzodiazepines. However, real-world post-marketing surveillance data suggests that DORAs are of lower abuse potential, and this makes them more suitable for patients with comorbid substance use disorders. Key points in this section are: orexins are excitatory neurotransmitters that promote wakefulness, attention, and vigilance. Dual orexin antagonism appears to have greater sedative effects. Medium to high dose of DORAs improve total sleep time and subjective insomnia symptoms. Side effect profile of DORAs is relatively benign. Current practice of DORAs in clinical practice is mainly determined by insurance coverage and cost issues. DORAs have lower abuse potential, making them more suitable for patients with comorbid substance use disorders.